Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah if you're new here, and today I'm doing my anticipated releases for the last 4 months of the year, September, October, November, December, releases that I cannot wait to get my hands on. So we're just going to go month by month. I'm just going to talk about all the books that I'm highly anticipating, and I can't believe it's the last chunk of the year already. That kind of is mind-blowing. By the time I've filmed and or you are seeing this video, a lot of these books are already out already, but I still wanted to talk about all the books I'm excited about in September. First we have What Stalks the Deep by T. Kingfisher. This is a horror novella. This is the third book in the Sworn Soldier novella series. We're following our main character Alex, probably on another horror adventure. I didn't love the second book in this series, but I really enjoyed the first one. So I wanted to continue in the series and see kind of what direction we would go in with this character. Another horror, we have Spread Me by Sarah Gailey. This is a sci-fi horror. I love Sarah Gailey. They are incredible. I'm a big Sarah Gailey fan. I have a whole video gushing about Sarah Gailey. I also have a whole video gushing about T. Kingfisher as well, if you want to check out my gushing videos where I talk about these authors. But this is a sci-fi horror. There's some sort of contamination aspect to it in some kind of habitat. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. It's Sarah Gailey. I'm gonna read it. Then we have People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. No, I wasn't super in love with the previous Hannah Bonham Young book. I read Out of the Woods. That wasn't my favorite, but I'm willing to give this author another chance with another romance story. And she also has a couple of backlist titles, so if this one doesn't work for me, I have other books to choose from, but this is her newest release. And then we have Hot Wax by Emil Rio. This is a thriller horror, but kind of has to do with fame and rock stars. Honestly, the premise of this one doesn't super interest me, but it's Emil Rio, who wrote one of my favorite mystery thrillers of all time, If We Were Villains. I love If We Were Villains. I really disliked their novella that they came out with, Night Shift. That was barely a story. It was very clearly an unfinished work that just got published. So I'm intrigued to see what Emil Rio does next in a full-length novel, but I'm not super intrigued about like rock stars, fame and fortune type narratives. So this one I'm a little on the fence about. In October, there is a Richard Swan short story called The Scour. This is a prequel to the Justice of Kings trilogy. We're following Von Volt in his earlier years and Bressinger, his assistant, solving a mystery. And so I love the Justice of Kings deeply, and I'm really excited to read a story about Von Volt before the events of that trilogy. I'm really excited about this one. Then we have a dark romance called The Flowers I Deserve by Tamara Dray. I read The Fall That Saved Us by this author, which was a paranormal queer romance, and I really liked the themes explored, but ultimately the execution wasn't my favorite in that one. But I wanted to see what else this author came out with, and this seems to be in a similar vein, kind of paranormal, dealing with some heavy-hitting topics, and also queer, and so I'm intrigued by this one quite a bit. This is a wild card. I put Vampires at Sea by Lindsay Mirbaum, which is a novella about a yacht full of vampires, and it seemed so silly and ridiculous. I was like, I have to check this out because it's so odd sounding. Because, you know, vampires can't go out in the sun, so going out to sea seems a little ridiculous. So this is just kind of like a random pick that I was like, I'll see what that's about, but I don't really have high expectations, to be honest. Nothing against this book or this author, it's just like it's so out there, and it's not really my typical read that I go for, but we'll see how it is. Then we have The Isle in the Silver Sea by Tasha Suri. This is another fantasy, queer fantasy. There's a lady knight, and that's kind of all I needed to hear. And I really love this cover. So those are actually all the books from October. And now, surprisingly, I don't have any December anticipated releases this year. So we're going to end with our November picks. We have Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldree. This is another cozy fantasy set in the world of Legends and Lattes, but we're not following Viv, which breaks my heart a little bit, but I can't wait to see what else this author has in store for us in this world. I'm assuming it's gonna be cozy. I'm assuming there's gonna be food and books of some kind, you know, cozy elements. So we'll see about this one. Then we have Snake Eater by T. Kingfisher, another T. Kingfisher. This is honestly, I don't know what this one is about. I saw a review about it and kind of tuned out because I didn't really want to be like influenced. But it is another novella that I do know. So we'll see about this one as well. And then last but not least is This Brutal Moon by Bethany Jacobs. This is the third and final book in the Kingdoms trilogy, which is an epic sci-fi series. The first book in this world is These Burning Stars, and I absolutely loved that sci-fi. It was so good. It was very queer. It was epic. The stakes were incredibly high. The pacing was well executed. Everything about the book was pretty phenomenal to me. I still haven't read the second book. It's on my TBR, or my like list of books to read in the next month or two here. But then the third one is coming out, so it'll be nice to go from book 2 right into book 3 at the end of the year. That is it. Those are the books that I'm highly anticipating for the last few months of the year. What are some books that you are looking forward to? I would love to know all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video of mine very soon. Bye!